One of the most accessible walks in the Waitakares has to be the Arataki Trail, which starts and finishes at the Arataki Centre on Scenic Drive. Ranger Simon Stoddard took a group of students from Titirangi Primary School out for the adventure.
The school groups, we take them for a 2-hour walk. Most of it we give them a bit of information, and then hopefully we bounce a few questions back and they see that there's a new dimension to the bush rather than just a track. All of a sudden there's birds up in the trees, there's different shapes of leaves, there's water trickling down through moss, there's all sorts of little things that, you know, exuberant children generally run straight past. So we're actually making it a little bit more complex for them, and in that process they're learning a lot as well. Alright, and that's what I call chocolate for trees, right, or humus. Okay, you want to try saying humus so you can remember it?
Humus.
Alright, or chocolate for trees. It's not like dirt, poke your finger in there. Squeeze, have a smell. Alright. Oh, it smells lovely. Hey, nice and moist. Okay, so all amongst this bracken, there's going to be not only the old dying grass, but little wee tree seedlings. And this here is holding water for it, giving it lots of nice food, all that nice brown stuff in there, but also it's protecting it from the worst of the wind and the rain, so those poor little wee plants don't get broken over. Okay, so that's the start of our forest. Ooh, cool breeze. When old people reach 100, they get a letter from the Queen. They say, good on you, you've reached a ripe old age. Well, this tree, it's had 8 letters from the Queen, because it's 800 years old. So, that's also 8 great-grandmothers ago. Was there many people in New Zealand 8 great-grandmothers ago? Generally, I think the kids get a really good kick out of it. They're out of the classroom, they're allowed to touch and feel things, they actually get to talk to a real live ranger rather than someone who's sort of, you know, more formal education, I suppose. And hence the letters I get back show that they do remember things. I've got to be a bit careful of what I say. I sort of ask them whether they want to be murdering possums, and then I get a letter back with, you know, a possum with a knife stuck in the head and a little picture of me in the back with a big smile on my face. So some of the images I give are a little bit brutal maybe, but I mean, that's life in the forest, and I think they get a real slice of it when they come out. Right, this tree here is a poor old kānuka. It's supposed to look like that one just over there. See how it's got all the bark on it and everything? There's something wrong with this one. Something's gone and scratched it all off. Yeah, what might it be?
Possums.
Possums, exactly. Right, you can see where their claws have been. All those little scratch marks. Alright, all those little scratch marks in there. Right. Another thing that tells me there's possums around is that I found these green leaves. Okay, these green leaves were down on the ground, and one of the favourite foods of the possums is the very end, just here. Okay, this nice soft bit. He nibbles away on that, and then that drops down on the ground. Okay, if the possum hadn't have pulled that off, that would still be stuck up on the tree, quite healthy and happy. Alright, so I found these just down there, so I thought, there's possums around. And I've seen this, I know there's possums around, so now I'm going to do something about it. Okay, this one here is a Tim's trap. Okay, this one will actually kill the possum when he sticks his head in there. Okay, underneath you'll see this little bar. I'm going to stick a bit of apple on that because possums love apples. Alright, and then once I've stuck the apple on, I'll set the trap by pulling this rope, and you watch down inside it. Okay. Oops, you can see where the last possum got his. Alright, so what the possum's going to do, he'll stick his head through here and he's going to pull on the apple. Alright, when he pulls on the apple, and that's him. And this one here is more dangerous because this one actually catches people by the foot
Oh,
Right.
them.
So, this one here, I'd find a nice tree like this and say, yep, possums come up here every night. On the ground, there'd probably be a bit of a trail where the possum walked every day and every night, okay?
This one.
Every morning. Okay, so that's a trail. I'd stick my trap in the middle of his trail and I'd hammer that onto the tree so that he can't run away with my trap. But there's nothing really very tasty on here. This is just old cold steel. The possums don't like old cold steel. They love nice green leaves. So what we're going to do is get a bit of possum lure.
What's that?
Alright, you have a sniff of that. Does it smell nice? Just hit that round thing in the middle.
That one.
Yeah, just give it a hit. That's it. Yeah, beauty. Right, now it's caught our possum by the foot.